an interesting thing you said about real estate. I was recently looking and like buying a property, so I spend so much time on Facebook.
Yeah,
I am following all those groups, for sale here, for sale there, and I check, and then there's like real estate's posting there.
it's super interesting. You, with a marketing background, how you search for real estate agent, knowing all the background, all what's happening, all the technologies behind the ads, how you search for real estate agent.
Well, surprisingly or not surprisingly, number one is I go out and ask for referrals.
Hmm.
I've asked for referrals, and the others is I Google best realtors. And I was looking in BC at this point. I looked up best realtors in BC, and there's rating and their reviews, and I'm like, okay, so I guess this top 10 realtors have best reviews, best rating. Hmm, this guy looks really cool, so I just feel like he'll be a nice guy to talk to.
Hmm.
This lady looks, in her 50s, so she's probably got enough experience and she doesn't have all the shiny stuff behind her. She looks very legit and approachable. I'm like, I like their face.
When you say cool and legit, can you define it?
Oh, this is so, it's just what I felt. The cool, it's like, the you don't like the person, the two people that I picked to talk to. One wasn't wearing a full on suit. He was wearing just a dress shirt. He didn't have his hands crossed. It was kind of like an open, smile, like a little bit. And I've opened his profile and it just said, yeah, I've lived in the area. I really enjoyed it. So I work with different type of clients. I really want to help you. Nothing about, oh, I've had amazing business in selling this property and that property. It's not really what I was looking for. I was looking for somebody who can sit with me, get on a call,
Hmm.
talk to me, ask what the things I'm looking for, and kind of get engaged. And I've dropped 3 realtors because they weren't following up. They
Hmm.
weren't interested. They put me on the list. You get the emails. They didn't really care what exactly I was looking for. And you really see that difference. So first, I got somebody for referral. I got others from the website. Then I went down to, hey, let me look at their realtor profiles. Okay, looks very approachable, kind of nice face. And it's crazy. But we do look at how people look, what they dress, how their faces look like. If that person seems attractive to me, just as a human being, right? I want to talk to him or her. And then the third step was some of them would just email and say, let me know what you're looking for, and nothing else. And then there's others that actually said, hey, let's get on a call, and gave me a lot of advice, being like, in this area, this is what where the market's been. This is what I would recommend you to do based on your price point. This is how you can, rent it afterwards, and kind of continue to follow up with me and really cared. So it's multiple steps, but that initial one is looking online at the property, seeing who their names are
I want
and
to
what their
recreate.
faces are.
I want to recreate your user journey. So first step, we can make you interested by ads. Could we?
You
Like
could.
showing you Google ads, or maybe would Facebook or Instagram ads work for you? High quality ads.
Um, they would. I think if it's not even just a realtor, if it's probably a property that I'm interested in,
Hmm.
or that the in the area or around, my bracket on whether I was searching for condo or for house. If it was an ad like that, and I saw that as a person that's related to that ad,
Hmm.
yes, I'm interested.
It works because we spend a lot of budget on listing ads.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for some similar properties, you might
Yes.
submit your contact information.
Correct.
Then,
Oh yeah, that's the other thing.
yeah.
I skipped because there's another realtor that I got through gated content. Obviously, I wanted to look at
Hmm.
more photos and I have to submit it. Now I'm receiving her emails all the time.
It works.
But it works. I look at every single realtor email I get. I don't look at any other emails. I just mark them red. Real estate, I'm like, yes. Even if it's like totally out of my budget and they still like have a different section, I still look at it. Once I have the budget, I'll go back to it.
First step, ads. I mean, you can rank organically if you have good
Yes.
online presence. Second step, branding. Is it what you say legit? You establish trust, high quality pictures, good looking
Yeah.
website. This feeling you get from those pictures, how person dressed, like
Yeah.
story behind the
Yeah.
brand.
It needs to be a little bit personal.
Mhm.
So to me, it's not attractive when somebody sees like a super polished website, super polished photos, cards, whatever. It's like too much. But also, obviously, if nobody has any website, any presence on their realtor agency profile, then it's also like it's got to be somewhere in the middle where you get a little bit of their story. Like somebody had a photo with their kids and a dog, and I was like, oh yeah, like you're gonna help me out. Like it looks like I can relate to you.
Did you check social media profiles?
No, I didn't check social
Okay, you are old school customer.
media.
Just website. Yeah.
I checked reviews. So they are like aggregator sites where you have
Hmm.
I forgot what it's called, but it's like best realtor or something like this.
Really?
Yes. At least that's what it was for BC. So you could actually Google and it's like an aggregator
Hmm.
website that has reviews for all the different realtors.
Yeah, this is very interesting how you show trust, how you establish credibility.
Yeah. Because if I found them somewhere and then they were not in the first couple of pages of that review site in the
Hmm.
top, then I was like, no, let me go back and get someone from that review site.
Do you trust Google reviews?
Well, I myself, faked Google reviews, so it's no, I'd say I don't. For some reason, I trust like realtors and doctors, not Google reviews, but they're again those third party sites
Niche.
where it's like Rate My MD, I think for doctors,
Hmm.
and that one for realtors. I forgot what it was. This ones I trust, though I don't know why. But Google, I don't because, yeah, I've just had to do that so many times to get reviews done for smaller companies.
I know. Guilty.
My mom, as a lawyer, still sends me like, "Hey, can you create a new email address? And I just wrote a review for you. Can you post it for me?" Um,
Yes, it works for some people, but I agree. Yeah, there is a lot of niche websites, and sometimes
yeah,
people they trust them more when it comes down to professionals.
yeah,
Uh, and third step, it seems CRM emails,
yes,
how they reach out to you, how fast they were.
yeah,
Because what we see from our experience, if you call within the first 5 minutes and you get this personal connection, you get the conversion rate
yeah.
way higher.
And that, yeah, from my experience for sure, because some reached out right away.
Hmm.
If somebody reached out later, I'm not interested already. I've got 2, 3 realtors I want to talk to and see who I like more. Like I don't need more at this point.
Realtors reach out to you personally, or was it assist
After, not personally actually.
personal?
Yeah, I
Hmm.
got personal calls and emails.
It was an assistant. It was realtor himself who.
Yeah, I got one reached out right away saying, "Hey, give me your number. Send me a Zoom link. We talked the next day." One lady called me on the phone, and the third one, I don't know, maybe it was an assistant because I went through a series of emails. To be honest, the realtors don't have good reputation. So I would say it's really important for them to show the personal touch. Anyway, whether it's email, whether it's, again, automated kind of sequence, but something that shows that they care will help a lot. Um, you don't expect them to care about you. You kind of know that they want to get more money and more sales through. And you're always on the lookout. Okay, is this realtor really helping me? Or is the realtor trying to sell me the first property that I will qualify for because they will get the money?
Mhm. I feel only genuine intention to help someone through website or social media when you do put efforts
Yes.
in producing videos, writing blog articles, posting on Instagram,
Hmm.
Twitter, it doesn't matter. But only those people who put genuine attention, somehow potential customers can feel it. And that
Yep.
what creates brand. Because a lot of realtors they reach out to us and ask, "Can you post for us?" And I tell them, "Yes, I can." But then it will be my perception of your potential customers. It will be my ideas about the market, about your future
Hmm.
conduct, how our interaction should look like. It's not you. We can help you, we can guide you with the topics, we can show you some data, we can create strategy for you, but we need you to shoot
Hmm.
videos. We need you to put thoughts together and post it on the website. We can only make you look beautiful,
Hmm.
put the pieces together, but you need this genuine intention to
Yeah.
make something great and actually connect with people.
Yeah.
Because what I feel, social media is such a great tool for real estate agents because it's very important what you said. Real estate isn't about properties because at that point you needed to connect with someone. It's about relationships.
Yes.
So you needed to feel comfortable with someone because you are telling about your budget,
Of course.
about your credit score,
Yeah.
your family situation, why you're buying apartment,
Yeah.
do you have apartment right now, what size of apartment, telling your
Yeah.
future goals, why you're relocating to
Hmm.
BC, right? It's very intimate, and those realtors who understand it and post about it and are able to connect with people at scale, they succeed in this business.
Definitely. And I think like some realtors try to sell too much
Hmm.
because when you're buying a property, even if you've bought it's your like 10th, 50th property, it's still sensitive for you. It's your money. You don't want to overpay. You also don't want to offer not enough when you really like something. You start to like it. And if you miss it, you feel really bad and it's very stressful. You almost want like somebody to take your hand and guide you, right? So that's if somebody kind of gives you that comfort of like, hey, you will find a great property, we'll try. If that doesn't work, we'll find something else. Instead of like, hey, just go now, buy, like submit all the documents. That just puts everybody in like super stressful situation. And the stories that I've heard is a lot of buyers like pull out at the last minute
Hmm.
because they get overstressed. They're not sure. They don't know anymore. So realtors, I think there's a lot of psychology involved in selling, and the better people they are by like having that, I guess, how would you call that? Like knowledge of how to communicate and feel people's emotions. That's one of the most critical probably skills for a realtor to have, and that helps a lot with future buying as well. Because if somebody bought once with you or sold, um, for them to go back to you, I think that's important too. It might be, and I think the statistics was that right now people keep their properties for an average of 7 years.
Hmm.
So it's not like it used to be, or in some other countries where you buy a property and you pass it down to your kids. In Canada, they do buy and sell all the time. So you can get those repeat purchases or repeat sales. And what's one interesting thing is, so for my fiance, for example, the realtor came back afterwards and got a bottle of wine for us, just dropped it off, a bottle of wine and a nice card saying congratulations. And it was right before Christmas. It was a congratulations, happy Christmas. And if you have time, we would love to have you for dinner.
Hmm.
Which is like a super, super personal touch. But they've probably have a little bit longer relationship than just meeting the realtor first time. But that's still like, even if they were to just drop the wine and the card or even send the card in mail, it already makes you feel really nice,
Hmm.
right?
Do you want to give referral right now? What's the name of your realtor? We will tag them in the video.
I can send you that.
Okay. Yeah, seems like a good person.
Yeah, they're couples, so that's the other thing. That's interesting when it's both male and female working together.
Hmm.
So especially when they talk to another couple, it's like they're trying to both relate
Okay.
from the male perspective, from the female perspective.